Testing 1, 2, 3. So this is going to be rather short. I know what you're thinking. A short SketchUp video by Artist and Tony? How can it be? Well, I was talking to my good friend Ray Cronus this morning about he and his son Danner, their project where they're converting this shed into a tiny home. It's not really that tiny. When they get done, it's going to be probably 2 or 3 times bigger than most tiny homes. But anyway, he's just got these windows in, and I had helped him with the framing of those. You can see here, right here. Get down in there. Yeah. The first phase of this sort of help was just to get the framing all worked out. Looks like there's a stud there. I was trying to figure out why there's a gap there and a stud there. This stud probably could have been left out. This one, I didn't catch that till just now. That one didn't have to be there. Revisions. So anyway, they've got the windows in, and what he's going to do is use this Rockwool insulation, and I'm just trying to show it like this. And it goes on the exterior of the wall. He's doing I don't know. He wants to be warm in the winter and cool in the summer, so he's putting more insulation on the outside. I'm just kind of kidding around. This is kind of, some people obviously are doing this as added insulation benefit. But anyway, so what it does though is it creates these little challenges for your trim work. You know, the siding and trim and drainage and all that. So I created this little animation to show how I would do it, and these are basically the layers, and I'll talk about them right quick. So this is the Rockwool. It's going to go on first, and then the furring strips would go on next, and then this is really what I want to talk about right here to some degree, is this trim box that would go in, and then the siding, and then and then this trim, and then the battens. And I've got this part over here is kind of weird because this is where the door would be. There's going to be a door right here, and there would be a similar situation right here. Okay, so this is the one I was talking to him this morning. I got myself confused. I thought we had done the windows like this, where we just put 3 inches between them, but it was more of a space over here. So that was my confusion this morning when I was talking to Ray on the phone. So I'm going to play this short animation. It's real quick, and we'll see if I just play it here. There goes the Rockwool, the furring strips, that trim box, that, I want to talk about that for a second, those trim, the siding, board and batten siding, the trim, and then the battens. And then, the reason I'm making this video is because, let's see if I can exit to, SketchUp for a second. Back to Animator. Let's put you over here somewhere. So I like this look of the windows being as a unit. Okay, I think what Ray had in mind was that he was going to trim out the windows individually. But I really like this way, and I'll show you why. If we can go, let's see. I guess I can pause the animation. Let's go back to Animator, and we'll pause it right where I want to pause it. So there goes the Rockwool insulation, and I want to make a point right here before we go any further. This is kind of the key right here, is you would leave 3/4 of an inch or 1 inch, whatever thickness of your trim is, all the way around the window, and a gap through there. Okay. Now let's go, if we go back and we continue to play this, there goes the furring strips, and let's stop it right here. And this is what I mean. this that would allow you, when you build that box, it would allow you to just not have to notch it out around the Rockwool insulation, making it a lot easier. Down here, this seal, I don't think I exit temper. Yes. This, I don't think I fixed this seal completely, but what it would do, yeah, it needs to be straightened out here. You would slope the bottom of this. Let's see. First, we would let's see. Anyway, I'll clean this up later. I did this while it was, when I couldn't see it. It was inside the wall when I did that part. But the point is, this piece would be up here. You'd cut a slope on it. Okay, I thought I selected that piece. This is what I didn't want to do, is get into a lot of detail in a shorter video. But I'm going to try to raise that up and lock the, there we go. So what you would do is you would, and then this one, can I grab that? Just that one. It would be cut on the slope too. Okay, because this would be going against the Rockwool insulation. Well, actually, it's going to be going against your window flanges with tape around it. I want to say something about that too. So you would build this box thick enough to have it come out to your siding, to the face of your board and batten siding, so that your trim could rest on it. Okay, and you can see here, it's just one long board across the bottom. It's tilted at about 10 to 15 degrees, and it's real simple. You could build this box and put it in there, and you could use like a Craig tool pocket screws to screw it into the wall. Real easy. I wonder if if I can play this. Okay, yeah. Okay, let's stop right there. Now, after that box is in, I'm calling it a box, but it's just the trim band. This right here would give the look, yes, would give the look of it all being one unit. This is the key right here. It's one of the keys here. Let's see if I can pull this straight out. All it is another little box you're going to build that wraps that Rockwool insulation. Okay, just like that. And what that's going to do is it's going to be back closer to the plane of the windows, and it's going to make the windows all look like one unit. Okay, now let's go back. We'll see where we are. Back to animator, play, and then you got your board and batten siding, and then you can see your trim. That box that we built earlier comes out, and you can either leave a reveal. I like to leave a little reveal right here. I don't like making it all flush. I would across the top too. Looks like I got a bigger reveal across the top for some reason, but that's usually about 1/4 of an inch. And then if you want to, seal it, it gives you a place to caulk it too. Of course, you want to caulk this really good up here. The only thing I'm hoping is that there's enough overhang to protect. The thing about this is that this is everything behind the siding system is sealed so good with the Tyvek and the tape that it's not going to leak. It ain't going to leak. So let's go back here, and then we put our batten strips on. Yeah, I think that was it. Yeah. Then I was just trying to zoom in to show that to give that view of how the windows all look like one unit. Now, if I had time, I may do this later. I may show this where my main thing against trying to trim out the windows independently is that you're going to have, imagine 2 pieces here, back to back, and they're going to be real close together. It's just going to be kind of, it's going to be, to me, it's going to be kind of junky looking. And this is a really elegant way. I don't mean elegant that it's not going to be rustic, because you're going to be using a siding system that's rustic itself. And so anyway, that's what I was talking about. And I may do one that shows the windows trimmed out individually. But anywhere you have these windows grouped together, like these two, I would do the same thing. You just have one of these. And is my cursor showing this time? Yeah. Last time I did a video, I accidentally had my cursor turned off and I was pointing at things. And then the question becomes, maybe this door, no, the door and these two windows would all be done together too. You see, that would be kind of cool to have them all one. In other words, the trim piece would go all the way across the top, and I could show that too if you're interested, Ray. Um, so anyway, I guess people might be worried about this. I might use some kind of Ipe or Karumba, or if you're worried about this rotting. I mean, it's an easy piece. The way I'm doing it, it would be an easy piece to replace, 50 years from now if it ever rotted. But if it was a concern, you could use something, like I said, some tiger wood or some sort of exotic South American hardwood that's not ever going to rot. You could use it there. And it basically just notches around, comes out, notches around, and typically we would leave it hanging over like this a little bit and have a little dog ear on the trim underneath it, but obviously that's just whatever. I've noticed that these little details add a whole lot to the overall effect of that. Alright guys, well, I'm going to actually make this a short video, and I think Ray and Dan are doing an excellent job. I can't wait to see how it comes out either way. I think this window here is going to be a better example of what I'm talking about, where maybe they're too close together, especially this one. These are going to be too close together to put independent trim around each window where they're close together. So maybe we'll see. We'll see if I can convince him. He's kind of stubborn. I'm just kidding. He likes Matt Risinger or whatever his name is. So we'll just have to see how Matt does it and go from there. Anyway, just kidding around, guys. And if you've got any questions, leave a comment below. Thanks.